Hello, and thank you for joining Empower HR's training on how to prevent brain drain of top talent in your company. We will be focusing on retention strategies to help keep employees motivated and focused so they elect to remain employed and fully productive for the benefit of the organization. Employee job satisfaction and engagement factors are key ingredients of employee retention programs. The importance of addressing these factors is obvious, but actually executing on them takes time, which can often be left open for another day. However, the payoff of focusing on employee retention in terms of increased performance, productivity, employee morale, and quality of work, plus a reduction in both turnover and employee-related problems, is well worth the time and financial investment. The presentation today is brought to you by Lisa Studer and Jessica Koza from Empower HR. Lisa leads the business consulting team in our Columbus, Ohio location. My name is Jessica Koza, and I am an HR business partner with Empower with over 9 years of HR experience in a generalist capacity. I support small to mid-sized business leaders in all areas of HR strategy, including talent acquisition, employee engagement, performance management, training and development, and compliance. Our agenda today will focus on 4 key areas. First, we will focus on workforce planning and how to analyze your current workforce to determine steps to prepare for staffing needs. Then we will discuss benefits and perks and what benefits and perks are employees wanting today. Then we move on to engagement tactics and how to motivate, recognize, reward, and develop your employees to enhance retention. And then finally, we will review 2021 best practices. We'll discuss current trends to further enhance your organization and what we like to call the new normal of how we all work today. First, we will start off with some facts on retention. 1 in 4 U.S. employees plan to leave their current employer. 52% of U.S. and Canadian employees plan to look for a new job in 2022, which is an increase from 35% last year. 70% of employed Americans would prefer to work remotely full or part-time, and 35% would take a reduction in salary in order to do so. Our sources for these statistics include SHRM, which is the Society for Human Resource Management, and HR Dive. Workforce planning focuses on retaining our top talent. While many see workforce planning as purely a staffing tool for anticipating employment needs, it can also be a critical tool for staff training and development, and succession planning. A big trend post-pandemic, and one that will help with retention, is an increase in talent mobility within organizations. Talent mobility is all about how your organization can quickly understand the skills, experiences, and career interests of your employees. The goal of this is to move employees into new roles internally where they can build on existing skills and develop new ones and align to business objectives. Talent reviews are important to review your current workforce and identify if there are any talent gaps when anticipating business growth. It can be focused and used to group employees into high potential, effective performers, or underperformers. During this review, organizations should be considering how remote workers and flexible workforces can address these talent gaps. Employees are aware that the skill sets they will need in the future are changing. Having the opportunity to grow, develop, and learn new skills regularly tops surveys as the #1 reason why people join and stay. So organizations need to map out clear development paths for their employees. Employees usually feel more engaged when they believe that their employer is concerned about their growth and provides avenues to reach individual career goals while fulfilling the company's mission. The recent talent crunch will require organizations to make employee development a top priority. Research shows that competitive perks can be enough to sway applicants away from higher paying jobs. Flexible hours can influence 88% of respondents to choose a job that offers a lower salary over an opportunity with a higher salary, but with a fixed schedule. In fact, according to Harvard Business Review, after health insurance, a flexible schedule is the top requested benefit, especially with millennials and parents. This year, more companies started promoting windowed work, which means breaking down the workday into various chunks of time in order to better manage professional and personal obligations. 26% of 18 to 24-year-olds said they'd turn down a job if it didn't offer a remote work option. Of that same age group, nearly half, 49%, have applied for a job outside of their geographic region with expectations of future work from home flexibility. And women are mainly driving the working from home. 22% said that they would turn down a job that didn't offer it, compared to 13% of men. And 36% of women applied to a job outside of their geographic region based on remote work expectations, compared to 27% of men. Compensation. Paying competitive wages and potentially adding on sign-on bonuses, retention, and incentive bonuses are necessary to attract and retain top talent. Health and wellness benefits. The astronomical cost is probably one of the main reasons why 95% of employers surveyed by SHRM chose healthcare benefits as the most important to a majority of their employees. In a Robert Half survey of more than 500 HR managers in North America, this benefit came in at number 1, with 68% of employers offering it to their staff. And with the pandemic upending so many lives in 2020 and 2021, it's only going to become more important to people. Work from home and hybrid solutions. This type of work has become increasingly important to workers during and post-pandemic. Organizations have demonstrated that it can be done and employees can be productive. 1 in 3 surveyed would not want to work for an employer that required them to be on site full time. 68% of American workers say that having the ability to work both remotely and on site is the ideal workplace model. Of those working remotely during the pandemic, 87% want to continue to work remotely at least 1 day per week. Growth and development opportunities. If employees are not given opportunities to continually update their skills, they're more inclined to leave. From a talent acquisition perspective, grooming talent internally is a great way to fill open positions, plan for future business needs, while increasing employee transfers and promotion, which in turn increases job satisfaction. Additional considerations can include offering a paid parental leave for both male and female employees, offering a generous 401k match program, education reimbursement, stocked kitchens, unlimited or extra PTO, sick days, volunteer days, offering a paid birthday, or gym memberships and wellness reimbursements. As we talk about benefits and perks, which could enhance engagement and retention, research has shown that there are 10 main employee motivators. Those include money, promotional opportunities, career progression and development, training opportunities and additional learning, coaching and feedback, setting goals and recognition for accomplishments, personal words and acts of appreciation, active listening and showing care and concern, public praise and rewards, and employee engagement events such as social gatherings. Focusing on engagement is key to retaining top talent. Consider what you are currently doing today to keep your employees actively engaged. Engagement isn't a once-a-year thing to consider. Engagement is an all-day, everyday, 24/7 equation. When we take a look at the employee engagement equation, it starts off by looking at my career plus my recognition plus my desire to work for the best company plus my connection to the company plus my pay, my performance, my work. Notice the my's here in the engagement equation. It's all about the employee, and that's truly what it should be. Every employee has their own level of engagement. It's calibrated together with other similarities, including departments, age, job titles, in order to provide statistics to leaders and managers. Every employee has different motivators and drivers and can change as employees progress in their careers as they gain more experience. To provide each employee with adequate feedback, direction, and motivation, find out what their engagement drivers are. So, how do you foster and nurture engagement without throwing parties, taking people to lunch, and buying them gifts of appreciation? Here are some cheap but not always easy things to do to keep your employees actively engaged. The first and second points go hand in hand. Setting a clear and compelling direction for employees to follow ensures that they know what is expected of them, know when success has been achieved, and may let them understand the bigger picture of why they are performing a job versus just what they're being told to do. Providing career growth and development opportunities looks very different depending upon where someone is at in their career. Recent college graduates are still building their toolbox of experience, so exposure and getting them involved with projects may be enough for them at this stage of their career. As people gain tenure, the ability to be the subject matter expert may become more important to others, or taking on a stretch assignment or leading a particular project. Listen to your employees to find out what motivates them and gets them to get up in the morning to come to work, besides, of course, the basic human needs. Is really important to understand in order to foster that growth. You don't always have to lead the employees' development because that's mainly their job, but they do need champions, coaches, and mentors to assist them in their success. Open and honest communication will also lead to increased dialogue with your team. If you create that environment, employees will be more likely to come and talk to you when something isn't right, or if they're unhappy, or if they're wanting a new challenge. So setting the stage of how an employee's work impacts the department, division, or the organization overall will motivate them to work harder and perform better than if they only know a small portion of how their work is impacting others or how it fits into the bigger picture of the organization. Spontaneous recognition is a quick and easy way to recognize employees that helps building retention. Share positive feedback from others with them, especially from senior leaders. Buy them a cup of coffee or lunch as a way to say thanks for recent efforts or recognize recent achievements during a team meeting. Remember, you need to find out how the employee prefers to be recognized and work toward creating that experience for them. And lastly, a sincere word of thanks always goes a long way. Creating a positive working environment for all employees is another key to retention. A positive environment contributes to higher productivity by creating a desire to come to work, increasing collaboration and teamwork, increasing self-esteem, motivating employees to work harder, and making individuals more open to feedback. As previously discussed, coaching and feedback sits at number 5 on our top 10 employee motivators list. The best way to achieve this is to promote HOT communication. HOT stands for honest, open, and timely. So engage in active listening with your employees and follow through on what you say you're going to do, because nothing impacts trust more than not keeping your word to employees. Encourage interaction and collaboration among your employees. And lastly, and most importantly, be upfront and tactful. The longer you wait to address an issue or solve a problem, the more difficult it may be to manage down the road. Communication and demonstration are the best ways to offer corrections if needed. So empower your teams with knowledge and direction. Set a consistent cadence for checking in with your employees, whether that's weekly, monthly, or quarterly, and in real time when you're able to. Through figuring out what makes your employees tick, you'll be able to make them feel more empowered to come to work and contribute to the team. So some additional tools of empowerment to increase positivity and engagement could include assigning meaningful work, encouraging employees to take their own initiative, create cross-functional projects, delegate tasks appropriately, allow opportunities for advancement and progression paths, train and coach your employees, identify your high potential employees, and assign special projects or task teams. Each generation has its own distinct set of values, needs, and expectations. Employers are continually trying to find just the right secret formula for each one. The formula that will not only attract the best and brightest in each generation, but will also keep them consistently engaged, growing in their roles, and ultimately on track for long-term retention. But what really makes employees in each generation stick around? First, we will focus on our baby boomers. Even with some working longer than previous generations, baby boomers may have brain drain fast approaching, with an average of 3.6 million leaving the workforce annually. The loss of their expertise, wisdom, and skill sets will be significant for employers. Establish baby boomers as an integral role as respected, valued mentors to younger generations. On the flip side, offer boomers the opportunity to be reverse mentored by their Gen X or millennial peers in areas like social media and technology. Also consider adapting office facilities. One study showed that 60% of baby boomers leave their employer due to a health problem or acquired disabilities. So consider your office space, your building, and the tools and technology that could be a better support to them. Also offer phased retirement. So consider creating part-time work opportunities for them where they can earn partial salary and draw from retirement benefits while they continue to mentor other employees. Lastly, they are looking for benefits and flexibility. Boomers need to know that their health and retirement benefits are top-notch and will provide the care that they need as they age and face leaving the workforce. Boomers are naturally motivated by good retirement plans, good pay and benefits, and full-time hours. Next, we'll move on to Generation X. Considered to be in the prime of their careers, self-reliant Gen Xers have gained the knowledge, experience, and expertise they need to take on greater leadership roles at their organizations. They want to see their work shape and steer the business, and they want their role to be clearly defined, recognized, and rewarded. They're also looking for leadership. Make Gen Xers leaders where leadership is due. Gen X holds the coveted bridge seat on the generational spectrum and is in a unique position to be in touch with the strengths of both our millennials and baby boomers, which in turn makes for great leadership potential. They're also looking for independence. So give Gen X this freedom and independence to pursue their entrepreneurial instincts within their department or the organization, free from micromanagement. In turn, this may create high results. They're also looking for recognition. Gen Xers want to be rewarded and recognized for their contributions. High-profile projects and competitive salary and bonuses are key to them. Also, they're in need of benefits that support the middle place. Gen X is increasingly facing the demands of caring for both children and aging loved ones. So provide flexibility and benefits that support them in managing both sides of that care spectrum. Gen X, they are naturally motivated by good pay and benefits, challenging work, and a healthy work-life balance. Next, we will move on to our millennials. Engagement or lack thereof is really at the heart of millennial turnover. Recent research from a Gallup poll shows that only 29% of millennials are actively engaged at their jobs. Why is that? It's due to lack of meaning and purpose of their work, dissatisfaction with management style and company cultures, limited leadership opportunities, and not enough mobility. They're looking for mentoring. So not only do millennials want mentors and a coach-like approach from their managers, they are ready to be mentors themselves. And they're also, in turn, looking for those training opportunities towards junior leadership. Millennials are ready for greater leadership responsibilities. So offer them ongoing learning and training tools through virtual or in-classroom learning opportunities, on-site training, or collaborative work with other teams and departments that will hone in on their leadership skills. They're also looking for meaning. Millennials want to know that they're working for and towards something of value and meaning. Evaluate your organization's mission in terms of how it resonates with your employees, modify and work toward company-wide buy-in. They're also looking for flexible, family-friendly benefits. So not only are millennials becoming homeowners, but they're also becoming parents and want flexibility and benefits that will support them in this new role that they have at home. Evaluate your benefit offerings and make necessary changes when it comes to giving them paid leave, childcare, and flexibility. Millennials are naturally motivated by opportunities for advancement, good pay and benefits, flexible hours, recognition, and ongoing technology training. Last, we have our Gen Z and digitals. Gen Z wants to work for organizations who not only have their back, but where they want to see them succeed and thrive. Members of Gen Z are laser focused on genuine growth opportunities and an upbeat working environment that fosters innovation. They're looking for peer coaching and mentoring. It's more effective for them to engage in a peer-to-peer encouragement relationship than for a supervisor to micromanage them. They're also looking for diversity. Gen Z is one of the most diverse generations working today. And when employees are looking at which organizations they want to join, nothing comes into play more than the pride that they may feel in working for an organization. It's super important for Gen Z to feel comfortable in their workplace. They're also looking for that work-life balance. So working for a company that promotes a healthy work-life balance is critical to them. They're also looking for social awareness. Few things are more important to most members of Gen Z than a corporate commitment to social responsibility on both equity and environmental issues. Particularly critical is not just what your organization and CEO have said, but what action they have taken on those issues. Gen Z is naturally motivated by ongoing technology training, good pay, opportunities for advancement, recognition, and flexible hours and schedules. Last, we will touch on the 2021 best practices for retention for retaining talent in what, again, we are calling this new normal. First are the stay interviews. Stay interviews should be conducted periodically with key employees who you suspect may be considering moving on to other opportunities. Through these stay interviews, employers can focus on the positives and find out what employees are enjoying about their roles and minimize employee complaints and problems before they head out the door. This is a powerful retention tool that employers can use to gauge what employees like and dislike about their role to help reduce turnover and hold on to that key talent. It's a great way to build trust with your employees and show that you care and you're actively listening to them. Referral bonuses are also another beneficial retention tool all around. It saves on time and cost and demonstrates that your employees are engaged in your business. It leads to higher conversion rates, better return on investment, and longer retention can help to offset the cost of this bonus. It drives employee engagement and boosts employer branding because ideally every employee is a recruiter for your company, so offer those incentives that reward it. Also, salary benchmarking, which is the process of gathering information on pay and benefits to compare the entire package of your organization to competitors for the same role. It can prevent losing both candidates and existing employees to competitors while helping an employer stay competitive in the marketplace. 36% of employees considering changing jobs in 2021 will do so because of compensation and benefits. And then lastly, adding employee testimonials to your career web pages and job board sites through Indeed, Glassdoor, or LinkedIn. This is another great way to promote your employer brand. So encourage your employees to be active on social media like Facebook or LinkedIn by liking and sharing posts that the company has posted to their own social networking websites. We hope you've enjoyed our presentation today and have discovered new and exciting ways to retain your top talent. Empower HR's purpose is to deliver what matters through authentic connections and relentless accountability. So contact us for business inquiries if you are interested in learning more about our services. You can visit our website at www.empowerhr.com or email us at hrquestions@empowerhr.com. Thank you all for watching and hope you have a wonderful day.